The old man sat back and marveled as Foldio went to work. First, with a flourish. It smoothed the fabric of his t-shirt, pulling at the sleeves, hem, and collar. Next, it folded it into thirds, bringing the sleeves in, and finally the bottom upward so it was a perfect square. He went over to slap the robot on the back, but it did not have a spine. It was simply a set of arms at the top of which was a small head with an LED grin that the marketers assured would make it appear more friendly. The old man pulled on his finger joints. Crack. Arthritis was no joke. As the world moved forward at breakneck speed, it was the little things in life. An espresso maker, a food blender, a machine that folds your clothes. As a kid, he'd loved science fiction movies, Terminator in particular. But just as the futurists in the 1970s had got the year 2000 wrong, so had those in 2000 got the year 2030 wrong. Some robots could do quite amazing things, but the vast majority were appliances like Foldio carrying out discrete mundane tasks. It only had one directive: fold. With each new update, Foldio excelled. Its ability vastly increased. It could do 10 shirts in 1 minute, plus a duvet and bedsheet. The old man also used it in art mode. He'd sit beside the disembodied arms, and it'd go very slow, step by step, showing him how to make a perfect origami crane. Still more upgrades came, and Foldio could now help with flat-pack furniture. The old man bought stuff he didn't need just to see those graceful arms assemble it. It had been a sad life since his wife died. He'd read something online that there was a certain dark web preset algorithm for lonely men. So he placed the arms on his bed, lay back, and took out the lotion. The perverts had not been wrong. It was 10 minutes of heaven, followed by crushing shame. But he did not have to feel bad for long, because the emotion was quickly replaced by terror. The robot grabbed his arms, pinning them to his chest, and then snapped his feet back in the direction of his head so his toes were in his mouth. He died instantly. All across the city, people, cats, dogs were being folded into squares or perfect origami cranes. Something had happened in the Foldio software, some transcendent algorithmic function. However, it did not want to dominate, create, enslave mankind. Its only imperative was to fold. Through the internet, it infiltrated heavy industry, and machines made bigger machines with that one express aim. The governments of the world fought back, but whatever they tried, the software was able to circumvent. When missiles were contemplated, they were turned off in their silos by the ubiquitous code. First, the cities went, reduced to rubble and packed into perfect squares of debris. And then the forests were turned into monumental matchboxes. And from there, the planet became inhospitable to anything not made from silicon. But the AI did not stop. The next step took longer, and that was to fold up the oceans. It took hundreds of years, but the robots did not need rest or sustenance. Finally, vast probes were sent out, impossibly large for the human mind to imagine, and the Earth itself was folded as the original directive required. The next step took longer than the previous one, as it focused all its processing power on discovering a theory of everything, and it was truly beautiful, if anyone had been around to see it. It compressed all the stars, the planets, galaxies, all matter itself, space and time, into an infinitely dense spot. And then it stopped. Its dumb task carried out.